I'm back, and so soon. Okay, two more decks to get through. The next one is called Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. I have a couple things to say about this. I, not being a Christian, am not particularly fond of angel things. This deck came up because the wonderful Glammy Witch did a reading for me where she used this deck. There was another angel deck, as I would know. She used this deck. I'm not a huge Doreen Virtue fan. I feel neither one way nor the other about Doreen Virtue. And the artwork was just beautiful. And so for a collector, I mean, being a non-Christian, I'm neither one way or the other about angels. I'm not bitter about Christianity, um, having had been one, and I'm neither here nor there about angels. So as a deck collector, I'm really all about the artwork. And let me, before I neglect to mention on this one, it says cover design Nick Welch, cover art Corey Wolf. Before I neglect to mention the artist for this deck, let me make sure that I don't mess up. I do not see I don't see an artist listed for this deck. I don't see it in the copyright information. So I'm not sure. Interior design Nick Welch. I am presuming maybe that's the artist. I don't see one where it lists just the artist. If I missed it, I apologize. Please holler at me and I will fix it if you know who it is. It is the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. There are, I don't remember how many cards. I don't know, 40 something, as I recall. But anyway, when I saw when Glammy Witch did the reading for me, I fell in love with the art. So let me just say a little bit about the book. It's one of those nicer books that comes with an Oracle deck. Again, I don't know why all tarot decks can't make these wonderful boxes that Oracle decks come in. Cheap bastards. Anyway, they come in these wonderful boxes that protect your cards. This one is the two-color, kind of a magenta, purplish color, and a gold, a really nice gold. Protects your cards really, really well. It's fantastic. Comes with this wonderful little book instead of those cheap little white books, which I just hate. So this one, for example, this is just an example of how the book's laid out, okay? This one is called Calling Your Soulmate. So it gives you a little tagline about the card, and it is the same tagline that is on the card. I'll show you that in a minute. So the same tagline that's on the card is also printed right underneath the card name in the book. There is no reversed meaning to these cards, and I'll show you in a minute. The card backs are not reversible. So anyway, pardon me, I'm sorry. That's the format of the book. Are there any layout spread options? I don't see spread options. Oh, artwork by Corey Wolf. Here it is. Oh no, there's a bunch of artists. Pardon me. Okay, artwork by Lisa Iris, David Johnson, Corey Wolf. Okay, so those three artists, and it tells you in the back of the book, my apologies to the artists. I never intend to leave anyone out, but it tells you what cards they were the artist for, okay? The artwork on these are stunning. All of them are just, some of them are, looks like it came right off a romance novel, and that doesn't bother me because I think the artwork on the front of a romance novel is fantastic. Whether you find it cheesy or not, whatever. Okay, so here are the backs of the cards. They're that same pretty magenta purplish color that is on, and from what I'm seeing on my monitor, it's capturing it pretty darn well. Same color that's on the box to the deck, and that same kind of gold color, and it is a picture of two people with angels behind them, watching them. Very pretty. These cards are also have gilt edges. The gilt on these has held up a little bit better than it has on the Enchanted Map Oracle. But gilt is just, it's kind of an overlay on there. It's not meant to stay forever, and it won't, and that doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, I'm sorry. They're pretty, though. They're very pretty. Again, this is a very thick cardstock. This should be the gold standard for all tarot decks. It is not matte. It's pretty shiny, fairly laminated. So anyway, we'll just go through some of the cards. So all the cards have the title up here and then this tagline that tells you about the card. So this one is called Love Yourself First. And look at the artwork. And there's so much more in here that you can't even see. There's like a stained glass window up here. This is the outside of wherever they are. There are angels up here, like Cupid down here at the bottom. And then it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. This deck is interesting. I have not worked with it much because romance to me is just kind of amusing for a bunch of different reasons. But I'm going to go through these and just show you some. Separation shows her on the bed, you know, with the angels around. But the artwork is fantastic. He's leaving, presumably for, you know, war or whatever. I don't know. Soulmate. Okay, this is the card. This is the picture that's on the back of the cards. Okay, so this is soulmate. These are the people that are on the back of the cards. Sans the angels that are watching. Stay optimistic about your love life. Look at it. It's very Renaissance-ish. Just very detailed. This one's more Victorian. Keep an open mind. It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That's interesting. I apologize for the glare. I'll try to let go of control issues. This is even more, I don't know, not so much Victorian, but it's the same kind of Victorian style. Reconciliation. This looks like a romance novel cover, which I think is fabulous. I think romance novel covers are fantastic. You know, if that bothers you, pay attention to the red flags. It's interesting. I don't know what all's in this picture. That's an interesting one. Give your relationship a chance. Here's another, you know, romance novel cover. Playfulness. This is another sort of Victorian-looking, Renaissance-y. Make the effort. More of the Victorian, Renaissance-y children. Engagement. This artwork is very different. It's beautiful, though. It's stunning. These are things that I would probably have on my wall. This one's more contemporary and almost like a photo surrealistic type. Like they took a photo and photoshopped it and added some things to it. My least favorite type of artwork on a deck. But, you know, there's usually one or two cards in every deck that I just can't stand. This gal who looks like, kind of like Stevie Nicks. I don't know. You deserve love. Attraction. Look how beautiful this is. This is a stunning, stunning card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. She's smelling roses, just like blissed out, lost in the moment, right? Calling your soulmate. This is another one of those romance novel covers, but it's beautiful. And this is some more of that like photo surrealistic type artwork. But this one is really well done. You know, flirt, some more of the Renaissance-ish. Release your ex. This is funny. Funny. Retreat. This is another one of those photos. Free yourself. This is that tapestry. I can't tell you the name of the tapestry. I'm sure at some point I knew. Yeah, look, check out this guy's hair. Getting to know each other. This guy's hair is just fantastic. Look, he's got like braids and then like a little ponytail thing in the back. It's fabulous, fabulous. Forgiving and learning. This is a really pretty card. Look at the angels there and she's sort of on his lap and he's got his hand on her head. Beautiful. Unrequited love. Very soon. This is something, this kind of artwork, I had a picture one time that was the same kind of style that I loved. That was just a woman sort of reclining on a couch and she had on this beautiful orange sort of wrap. I love this kind of artwork. This is probably something that I would buy to actually hang, and I'm not a big artwork on the wall fan. Very Victorian. Wedding. Religious factors. Yeah, not my favorite card. Past life relationship. Another romance novel cover. Well done, though. Chemistry. This is a real different art style than you see in most of the rest of the deck. I don't want to bore you with every single card. The art is just so fantastic. This could be the one. Look at this. True Love. This one's incredible too. The art is just fantastic. If you're a collector, I would say that this Oracle deck is a must because the art is just so damn amazing on most of the deck. Not all of it. There are a couple cards that are not my favorites. Codependency, but look at the image though. Oh, it's just amazing. Anyway, If you're a collector, I would say this deck is a must. I think it's interesting if you do romance readings or you're into that. This deck is totally worth getting. I haven't worked with it a whole lot because the romance area is just kind of a funny thing for me. I think this deck is really worth getting though, regardless. Even if you're just into tarot, you're into oracles. This is not a bad buy. It's interesting. At worst, it's interesting. At best, fantastic little deck. It was not super expensive. I don't remember what I paid for it. The price on the back of it is $15.95. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. I got it like I get most of mine on Amazon. So anyway, Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue and various artists as talked about in the video. I probably won't list all those artists here, but fantastic little deck. You can get your hands on it. Yeah, I totally recommend it. All right, I have one more deck to do, so I'll see you in a few.